Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel on this Tuesday morning, afternoon or evening across the world where you may be at. And today I've got a BBC News article for you, and the headline reads as this: Government consultation on disability strategy ruled unlawful by the High Court. So I thought this was important to talk about as a disabled autistic woman, and I want to bring it to your attention. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read through the article, the main points of it, and then add my thoughts towards the end. So let's get into it. A survey of disabled people used to inform the highly anticipated National Disability Strategy has been ruled unlawful by the High Court. The UK Disability Strategy gained 14,000 responses, but also was found to have failed disabled people effectively. The case was brought by 4 disabled people who said that they were very pleased with the outcome. The government has said it is disappointed and would consider its next steps carefully. The UK Disability Survey launched in January 2021, which invited the views of all disabled people on their everyday life experiences. It comprised of 109 multiple choice and open-ended questions. It has been noted that the MP Teresa Coffey had consulted with disabled people but had failed to provide sufficient information on the proposed strategy to allow for meaningful, purposeful communication. The government, meanwhile, argued that the survey had been seen as an information gathering exercise and not an actual consultation. Mr Justice Griffiths ruled although the government did not have a legal duty to have a consultation, Miss Coffey had promised an open consultation and had a duty of care to see this through. The defendant also took a duty to consult, and she did not properly aim this and discharge it, so as a result this was not lawful. This judgment sends a clear message that government cannot claim to consult with disabled people in its practice. We are not given the opportunity to share our views. The government has said that it will seek permission to appeal against the ruling at the Court of Appeal. We remain committed to improving the everyday lives of disabled people, and amongst the National Disability Strategy has made significant differences. So, what are my thoughts as an autistic woman and disabled woman, I hear you ask? Good question. As an autistic woman, I am finally happy that the government has been found to be unlawful. It shows that the government can totally have been out of touch with disabled people for as long as I can remember, and that they're trying to pass this legislation without proper consulting with disabled people, which they should be included in this legal framework, because technically it's a disability strategy, which means they should be consulted with all manner of disabled people, whether it's a physical, mental, emotional, intellectual, invisible. So they should be interacting with disabled people for this big piece of heavy work. It is a legal piece of framework declaration legislation. So, because this strategy is about our everyday lives as we are the people living with a disability in the UK, it shows still today that disabled people like myself are not being listened to or respected at all. When will this government learn and admit their faults and their deceit towards people like myself? It still shows that the government needs to make appropriate changes to make sure that we are not ignored or treated like we're stupid ever again. It shows that the government is still out of touch with reality and how to support disabled people who have any form of disability or mental health issue. I really wanted to support this strategy, I truly did, as a disabled woman. I hope that this ruling from the High Court of Appeal gets turned down, because if this gets accepted, it's just going to basically mean that our voices are worthless, and that basically we are ignored and not listened to and not valued as members of society. And as a disabled person, this makes me really angry, because I'm an autistic woman, and it shows that my government, again, does not understand disability or how to help best support our life. We're the ones that have the disability. We're the ones that have to go into society being judged, mocked, bullied, name-called, not fitting in, because there isn't appropriate care and support put in place to give a successful independent life being a autistic adult or an adult with a disability. And it still shows that today the UK government have no idea of how to communicate effectively with us. They have no idea what legislation is or how to word it properly or how to make it lawful. Teresa Coffey, I'm appealing to you. Why didn't you effectively communicate with disabled people? We would have jumped at the chance to work with you. Why wasn't this done lawfully? Why was it done all through government to be pushed through quickly? Was this just another government box ticking exercise to say, hey, we're working with disabled people, we've talked to disabled people, we've tried including them and their parents, carers, professionals, but obviously you haven't, because this has backfired on you. This is now come across as unlawful. It's been through the High Court that have ruled it unlawful. This is disgusting. This is shameful. The UK government needs to get better at this and get it right. The UK government, you should be disgusted with yourself. This is not good enough. This will never ever stand up again. You've failed so many disabled people. I can't begin to amount how many people are angry at this right now. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I think this is absolutely horrendous. It still shows that politicians don't understand what it's like to be disabled. They don't get what it's like to live my life. And I wish they would. I wish they'd take a day in my life and see how they cope, because trust me, they won't cope. This makes me sick to my stomach. Like, I can't tell you how angry and disappointed, and the fact that I just feel that this strategy, what strategy is this? Has it made any difference? No. Is it going to make an impact successfully? Obviously not, because it's been ruled unlawful. Is this strategy going to be rewritten with disabled people in mind, with people with mental health issues, with people with learning disabilities, with people with invisible disabilities? Is this going to be redone in a way that is suitable for all people involved, not just you professionals, but people like myself who have the everyday lived experience of being an autistic adult with anxiety disorder? Are you going to change your way of communication? Are you going to make this better for us so that we don't have to struggle in this society every day? This is disgusting. This just makes me really disappointed that my UK government and politicians are out of reality. They don't get it. It makes me so sad that we're still in a society that does not accept disabled people. It's just not good enough. I am begging on you MPs, please, get your minds together, communicate better, get disabled people on side with you, turn this disability strategy around, and maybe you might have a chance at successfully communicating with us and getting us involved in a disability strategy that will actually work. This disability strategy is obviously backfired badly, and I'm just disappointed. I'm saddened. It shocks me. It's just, again, disabled people being treated like absolute garbage. Please let me know your thoughts down below in the comment box. Please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will be back next time. Bye guys.